Hello water signs, this is your reading for the next 7 days. Now I'm going to start with Pisces, who came through on the dice along with the 5th house and Jupiter. So the 5th house, children, romance, hobbies, gambling, Jupiter, expansion and good luck. Now that all sounds really lovely, but then you get Pisces, my carnivorous flower fairy. A tempting offer has a high price, which I really do loathe this card. And Angel de los Muertos transitions to the spiritual realm, or the spirit realm. So, as you know, well, you might not if you're watching on YouTube and you're not familiar with my readings, but the carnivorous flower fairy is a narcissistic offer. This is a one-sided offer. It is the Venus flytrap. They will ultimately bite you. It's their very nature to do so. It is somebody or some, person or group or thing that expects and is entitled to your time, affection, money, whatever you have to offer, and they give nothing in return for it. That's what it is. It is weird to see it with Angel de los Muertos, and I did have the Eternal Child. Eternal Child can speak about your inner child. It can be, a playfulness or, joyfulness. It can sometimes be like kind of live hard, die hard type of thing. I think in some way it may be connected with a child, with it being in the 5th house rather than romance. But I'm also feeling, or getting this uncomfortable feeling, that there is a certain naivety coming through in the Pisces energy this week, as the Eternal Child, seeing everything through, playful, fun, loving eyes. And this offer, or, whatever it may be, is almost sort of taking you to a kind of darker place. Now, weirdly, it might well be that this is, I sort of got a feeling of like a medium, because obviously that is someone who can help you connect with people that have already passed, and it felt more like it was probably a fake one, This may be someone who is playing on your vulnerabilities, your naivety. But children are involved, or is your own, youthful, playful spirit. And that's something you need to be aware of, is not to be naive this week, Pisces, because there might be something very, very, very tempting, and you might think it's completely innocent, and it actually takes you to a kind of darker place, okay? So we have got a decision, a difficult one coming up this week, and maybe to do with a loss. The mice can speak of a theft, as something that kind of like enters your home, and it's very invasive, and kind of corrupts. It's a very depleting energy, and the whip is a difficult card of arguments and disputes. It can be violence, it can be just repetitive behavior, something that comes round again. It can be sex, that may be along the lines of what the offer is here. And it would be like a sort of sleazy sex offer if it was connected with the mice here, and if any, it would leave you with an infection, is that sort of thing. So ultimately you have a decision here. It's on the house of the storks, which means that it could be a positive decision. It's a decision to move, it's a decision to change, possibly even to fly somewhere. The whip is on the house of the tree, which speaks about a health condition. It can be about exercise routines. Maybe that's something that you're thinking of taking up this week. But it can also be about like a chronic health condition, one that comes around time and time again, And then the mice is on the house of the anchor, which can literally speak of the loss of a job, quite frankly, or it can be a theft, or something that is taken away from your security, something that leaves you a little bit imbalanced. The decision that you're likely to make is one that will involve security or your job here, but there's almost like a tempting offer that's coming up here, and it may be specifically on the job for you, Pisces. Let's see if we can get a wee bit more. Pisces, tell me about the tempting offer. Let's get specific. Tell me about the tempting offer for Pisces. The tempting offer for Pisces. It's maybe an offer that is in some way connected with your child, to help your child in some way. The offer, the tempting offer. Carnivorous flower fairy for Pisces. What do we need to know? Carnivorous flower fairy. Page of Wands. So it really could be a child, a fire sign child, quite possibly. This can be about delays. It can be about inappropriate messages. It's often, to me, my kind of bad news card. Tell me more about the carnivorous flower fairy for Pisces. Seven of Swords. This is a lie. Cheating, stealing. We do have the mice here. This is an energy that wants to basically take away your stability or take away your job. Five of Wands. Tell me about Angle de los Mortes. King of Pentacles. Whoever that may be. So an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus. King of Pentacles is usually the boss. He's the owner of the business. He is, you know, King Midas. This is possibly where the offer is coming from. Angle de los Mortes. Careful. Six of Cups reverse. Thought I saw another one. So this is, oh my gosh, and the Tower. So this is more than likely going to be a financial offer of some sort, or it's a sexual offer. It isn't on the up and up with the Seven of Swords here. It's someone you're already probably aware of with the Six of Cups here in reverse, already have had dealings with. This may be someone who's obsessed with money, obsessed with control, obsessed with power, obsessed with sex, obsessed with whatever. And there is the Devil coming up in reverse does speak about, you know, this is somebody who's broken free from that or is trying to break free from that. Now, the Eternal Child is here, and now I've got the Six of Cups as well. So, you know, and the Page of Wands, they're all kind of like, there's some connection with children here, that this person, possibly from your past, has a connection with you through children. So they might want, maybe they're the father of the children. Maybe they're, you know, coming back on the scene. Okay, let me see the paths or the roads on the stork. The paths and the roads on the stork for Pisces. Paths on the stork. Decision on the stork. So basically this decision is in some way connected with something that is revealed to you. And with the High Priestess in reverse, I feel that that's a secret that's been revealed. That someone is not happy, and in some way they want to be recognised, acknowledged, or they want to win in some way. Just decision about specifically. And it will be in connection with the King of Cups in reverse here, so possibly a water sign here. But this is a masculine energy that's emotionally unavailable, emotionally overwhelmed. This is someone with the Eight of Cups reverse that you still have an attachment with. There's been some disaster in the past and somebody's put up their boundaries here. And I think this is literally someone who's coming back round, who wants things to change for the positive. And, but, you know, they're in reverse. And the King of Pentacles is attached to the Devil. So show me the whip. Show me the whip on the tree for Pisces. The whip on the tree for Pisces. I would say you're getting the truth. The Knight of Swords in reverse, maybe not so much, but I actually think this is something about a health condition. Now, it can just be family. It might be a family member with the tree here, but I usually see it in connection with health and well-being. And when it's a whip, it's something that's painful, you know? It's someone who has a chronic health condition. The Knight of Swords in reverse is someone who is angry. And that's where the conflict's coming in here. Maybe they're angry because they have got a health condition. Or maybe they're just, you know, angry because in some way there's an issue around children. It's a Knight of Swords. He's the Five of Pentacles. There's someone who wants to come back in from the cold. Might be someone that you're divorced from, or you've broken a commitment with, you're no longer communicating with them. They want to come back. And they want to come back, and they want to win, and they want to fight their way back. I am getting like, it's, you know, it's not like a soft approach here. It's not like a heartwarming conversation. It's more a case of, you know, this is what I want, and this is what's going to happen. Yeah? The tempting offer. I don't know what the offer is. It can be in any way tempting, but probably to do with finances. I think it's a financial offer. It's an offer connected with a job. So show me the mice for Pisces. As the weight. Mice for Pisces. Doesn't know which way. The mice for Pisces. The anchor. The anchor. So the King of Pentacles is up here, attached to, you know, the devil. Maybe he's tried to free himself from something. There is something wrapping up for this King of Pentacles, whoever that may be. It's on the work front. This is somebody who probably does have their money together. Maybe they didn't before. Maybe they were dealing with, you know, I don't know, a divorce or their children or a business issue. Their offer is all around securing your relationship via financial stability. They've got something to offer you, and it looks pretty big. Now, you might be in a position as the Queen of Pentacles. I've now got a matching pair here, Pisces. It might be, I'm assuming this is you, but it doesn't have to be. But this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse here. There's a loss. The Queen of Pentacles, the feminine energy here, is the one that's struggling here. Possibly struggling to walk away maybe from a loss. Or from a situation that is just depleted. So there's ultimately an offer coming in here. It does have a high price attached to it. And I almost get a feeling, because it is the carnivorous flower fairy, it's almost kind of coming in at a time when they kind of know you need it. That sort of thing. Advice for Pisces. I'm just going to use these cards. Advice for Pisces for this reading. You have a decision to make, and it is a bit of a stay or go type decision here. Advice for Pisces for this reading. Don't really know what to make of that. Six of Swords in reverse is talking about not going. So I don't know if you've been offered to go somewhere with the store. It can be about a flight, travel, promotion. Yeah. The Six of Swords is not going anywhere. And the Six of Swords, to me, is someone who's stuck in their head, having a bit of like, you know, a mental trip day in, day out, not really being able to make a decision. And the Emperor in reverse, man, the Emperor in reverse is a tyrant. Don't go with the tyrant. Is it, you know, there's secrets to be revealed here. Or maybe you don't know that this person is, you know, lost control. Yeah, I'm going to take more cards. Maybe advice for Pisces for this. Don't go with someone who's out of control. Is this someone who I really do think has got anger issues? And they might be surfacing at this time. Advice for Pisces. Retreat and recharge. Shaolin Master says that, you know, harness your energy. Don't react. Don't start anything new this week, for at least this week. Back off. There's somebody here is literally out of fucking control, basically. And whatever offer they're coming in with, it almost feels like it's come from a place of entitlement and desperation combined. It feels like, you know, it's something you just wouldn't want to be involved with. Cancer's up next. Mildew fairy. So you've got something to clean up this week. This can be in your physical environment. This can be, you know, energetic sludge. I get this feeling, you've got the creator and the medallion. I feel this is literally like sort of polishing up some sort of creation, you know. It might be a presentation, it might be your CV, or it may be a piece of art, or there's something that you have produced with the creator. It's a very artistic energy, it's a very innovative energy, and there's something that you need to kind of like, you know, sort out about it. If you've like made something or, you know, invented something, you need to protect it in some way. So you might need to get like a patent. With the medallion here can speak about protection or protecting an object, or there may be like objects in your environment. Maybe you need to get insurance for your artwork or for your jewelry or something like that. It's almost like, I think this is a week to sort of like get your, you know, dot your I's and cross your T's. If you are like, you know, going to an interview or giving some sort of presentation, this is saying that kind of like, you know, all eyes are on you. So make sure that your performance and your appearance is impeccable. So I've got the woman, I've got the dog, and I've got the rider and the tower here. So this can speak about the feminine I'm reading for, or this can be a female you're dealing with this week. The dog is speaking to me about a colleague. Obviously it can be a friend, a female friend, or a female with a friend here. It is someone in your peer group. Usually it can be like, you know, a worker. And then we have the tower and the rider, and this can be like official news that's coming in. It can be business news, it can be news from the past, it can be news from a big corporation or the government. Let's just have a look. So the woman is on the house of the bouquet, which is lovely. Now this can speak about there's an offer or invitation coming from this woman or coming to this woman. It's a card of, you know, beauty and pleasure. The dog has got the, no, sorry, she also had the magnifying glass. She is looking into whatever this offer is. That might be a job offer. It could be any sort of offer. Or an invitation. Sometimes it can be an apology. There's something she's looking into this week. The dog is the fish. So this is probably a, well, I would say a businessman, but the dog isn't usually like, you know, the owner of the business or the manager. You know, he's just a regular person. And this possible offer or surprise or invitation is in some way connected with finances here. I'll take a wee bit more on this. The official news that's coming through is the clocks and the whip. The clocks speak about is time for something, that something's time has come or something's time has run out, or the clock is ticking. There's something kind of time sensitive about whatever this is, and I sort of feel I'm coming back to clean up time. There's something that in many ways you need to prepare for, you know. I don't know specifically what it is. Maybe you're like, you know, selling your property and you're going to get the surveyor round, or you get your viewers and you need to, like, you know, tidy the place up. You need to maybe, you know, do some painting, replace a few carpets. It's kind of like time. Now this can be about a dispute or an argument with maybe someone or something official. Okay, I'm not really feeling that, but I will clarify. I feel it's time to get busy. I think it's time for some hard labor in some way, shape or form. There is like something that needs cleaned up and made ready for a presentation. It might physically be you, it might be your property, it might be your CV. I don't know what else it could be. Maybe you're selling your car. There is like incoming something official, and it's time to get ready. And this would probably be some sort of like, you know, cash offer that's coming in as well. So maybe in terms of, you know, maximizing your profit, you're going to have to do a little bit of like repair work for it. Let me go here. So Cancer, there's something coming. There's something coming. It is time to get busy. It might be time to fight, you know. Maybe there's a legal case. Something's coming. Tell me about the creation and the medallion for Cancer. Creation and medallion. Service, and it's in reverse here. Creation medallion. Ooh, guilt. This service card to me sometimes it does depict like someone at a bedside vigil, you know, for a grandmother. And this is sort of speaking that someone is guilty for maybe not taking care of something. Not necessarily someone. I don't think it's a someone. There is something that someone should have taken care of here, and it's now time to fix it. I mean, it could literally be just like, you know, servicing the boiler, getting the gutters cleared, and now there's like, you know, a massive flood. Feels like it's time to get busy and active, and it may be something that requires some sort of hard work. Right, tell me about the women in the bouquet. The women in the bouquet. Just guided to another deck there, and I knew that I was ignoring it, and I was getting tooled up. Women and bouquet for Cancer. Family room. I do think there's something to do with property. The family room is intimacy, however. It's something that's done in private. So it can be any sort of, you know, room in a property. Respectable, high honor, being rewarded, recognition. I don't know if you're going to be asked to, like, you know, prep someone's property, you know, for sale. Someone admires, you know, whatever it is you do or produce. But I think there is a cash offer coming in. It might be from a friend. It might be, you know, if it's someone who, you know, respects you, and vice versa. There might be someone from a distance, but this might literally be some sort of financial wish. Oh gosh, great fortune. There's something incoming here, Cancer, and if you don't know what it is, I don't know what to tell you, but there's something you kind of need to get ready for. Yeah, you need to get ready to work. This is speaking of work, and there's great fortune here. That's it. It's incoming. I can't be any more specific than that. And maybe like a job offer, but it could be any of the other things I've mentioned. There is something that you have created or can create that you need to protect, polish, present properly. There is some sort of big offer coming in here from a distance. In some way you're being like rewarded or recognized for something that you produce, and it's now time to get busy. Get yourself prepared. Advice for Cancer. I think it looks really good. Cancer's advice. Yeah, intend and create and harness mystic powers. And we've got the autumn release. So the High Priestess is about, you know, well, harnessing mystic power, but it's also about getting ready. I'm sort of feeling it's a bit like my Nautilus Princess card I'm seeing. Personal, powerful growth. Taking yourself more seriously. Taking your potential more seriously. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. Look at that beautiful destiny card. You have to see that. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you're working on or at the situation before you determine where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arises, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Now, I think it's interesting that I said intend and create, which is actually the High Priest, who is the partner of the High Priestess. That's his tagline, intend and create. She is harness mystic power. There's something destined here, and it is coming, so get ready. Lovely. Next up, Scorpio. Tidy a little. Okay, this is a great card. My life is sweet. The Fairy Bee. So this is saying that, you know, like a difficult period is ending for you, basically, Scorpio. This is, you know, all manner of, like, you know, riches and abundance. Life is sweet, basically. It's usually talking about the fact that that sweetness has always been there, but you just haven't recognized it or, you know, paid attention to it. It can sometimes speak about using natural oils, or, you know, making sure you're surrounded by greenery and flowers and scents. Yeah, so it's all good. And you have got the offering with Kairos, which is interesting given the last reading, because that's almost like time to make an offer. Kairos is mystical time, but it is time for something. It can speak that things are going to be a lot easier. It's going to be easy to make decisions where maybe once you kind of, you know, faltered or struggled. There is an offering coming through here. I am conscious that it should come out in reverse. So there's like a gift or a present. It can sometimes be a sacrifice that something needs to be given up. When it's in reverse, it can sometimes speak of like giving with expectation here. So there might be an offering of some sort going right back to Pisces, but it may have some strings attached to it. But I think it's sort of feeling that it's time for you to realise that there is sweetness around you. So you have got the clouds, the scythe, and the moon. The clouds and the scythe are both challenging cards in this deck. I'm thinking, or I'm feeling, that it is some sort of sudden breakthrough here. You know, the scythe can be about danger, cutting something out, but I should think what it's cutting out in some ways, I would hope, is the clouds, which is a card of confusion. And being a bit lost and muddled and uncertain and complicated, because it's on the house of the snake, and there speaks that there's some sort of betrayal. It can be another woman. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm feeling that it's like someone who is, you know, almost a little bit paranoid, to be honest, that they maybe have been like ripped off, or they're going to be betrayed. It feels more like it's a paranoia based on, you know, a past projection. And the scythe is there's a lucky break here. Now, that because it's on the house of the clover, there's a lucky break here, or like a breakthrough, and something that maybe had you a bit confused or muddled. And it's the moon. Now, the moon can speak of an offer. I've sometimes got it through when it has been a job offer. It's on the house of the sun and the heart. This is absolutely gorgeous. This can speak of a new relationship that's coming in for you. It's been happy in love. The moon can be a card of attraction. It can be a sudden attraction. You know, it might be like a fleeting relationship, but it's one which is, you know, really sweet. And maybe takes you out of this really negative headspace back here. So all in all, we're moving through the week from the clouds to the sun. There are distance. I feel that is the kind of movement. The sun can be, you know, hidden by the clouds to a certain extent, but it's very rarely obliterated. And to be frank, there's too much positive luminaries here for me to be worried about the clouds. I think the clouds is maybe, as I say, it might just be something from the past, but it might be that there are strings attached to this offer, or because you've had a similar experience, you're viewing it through the same lens, when in actual fact it may actually be something legitimately good. Scorpio. Tell me about the offering for Scorpio. My hands are... The offering for Scorpio. The offering for Scorpio. It may be time for you to offer something, Scorpio. It's not necessarily something that it can be coming towards you. The offering for Scorpio. Oh my gosh, it's the Two of Cups. That's what this is here. This is attraction, it's happiness, it's softness, it's love, it's passion, it's romance. That's the offer. Not digging the Page of Swords in reverse there. There's a wee spy about. The offering, the Kudos. It's time for a relationship. It's time to maybe just ask someone out. It's time to stop competing in some way. Just don't let people get involved in your business. That's a call that someone needs to make here. I don't know if there has been competition or bickering, or there has been someone involved in your relationships in the past here, but this decision is one that, you know, someone is making to connect and not let anything get in the way of it. The clouds and the snake. Scorpio, clouds and snake. Clouds and snake. Queen of Cups. I could be reading for the Queen of Cups. That would be your energy here. Maybe connecting with the King of Wands. Clouds and the snake. Or the snake, or the confused one, is the Queen of Cups here. Okay, Ace of Wands reversed. Right, there's been a betrayal in the past year, basically. This Queen of Cups has been connected with the King of Cups, who's in reverse with the Ten of Swords and the Devil here. And I think this is where this worry is coming in, that your next relationship is one that's going to end this badly. There's been a sexual betrayal here, basically. Someone has been cheated on in the past year. Now, as I say, it's in the past, but, you know, it might be literally something that's going on this week, but actually all that's going on this week is the worry, is the doubt, is the suspicion, and yet, and now we get some sort of clearance there. The Scythe on the House of the Clover for Scorpio. The Scythe on the Clover for Scorpio. I mean, maybe it was something that didn't even happen, you know, but it was just a worry. The Scythe and the Clover. Scorpio. Scythe and Clover. Oh gosh, yeah, beautiful. Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. This is a new offer, a new opportunity, and it's one to, you know, get involved. And maybe it's more than likely some sort of job offer here, but it's more than that. It feels more than that, but yeah, it may be both, you know. There's a lucky breakthrough here. There's either a lump sum of money or a new job opportunity, and maybe someone just asks you out. I think it's more than that. With the Three of Pentacles, this is about teamwork, collaboration, reconnecting with people. It's lucky and it's fun. Show me the Moon on the House of the Moon on the House of the... Now, it didn't come out proper. There was the King of Cups reversed. I've had the Queen of Cups reversed and the King of Cups reversed. I can speak to somebody who's like really emotional, like completely over emotional. Show me the Nine of Cups. Hello. The Moon. And the Sun and the Heart. The Sun and the Heart for Scorpio. Boom. That's amazing. Honest to God. The Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment, and it's maybe job and love. Maybe it's all coming in at once, because you know you do have my life is sweet. Suddenly everything is really sweet and really clear. So where you start with the clouds, nothing's clear, feeling muddled, confused, suspicious. You then get to the sun. The sun comes out, breaks through the clouds, and this is like a victory. This is achievement. This is power. This is a new job, new way of thinking, new relationship. All my cups are filled. Thank you very much. Having it. There's something ending at the base of the deck here. Oh my God, this is a great reading, Scorpio. And I know a Scorpio, so I'm hoping that this whole muddly thing is for them as well. So, advice please for Scorpio. Best advice for Scorpio for the fairy bee. Just enjoy sweetness. Shield maiden, make plans and focus. Shield maiden can mean that you're protective. And the Lord, take charge with authority. I'm sort of seeing that's like a power duo, because I'm actually, I don't know why, Dragon Riders of Berg. That's who I'm seeing. That's who she looks like. I never noticed that before. It's, what's his name? How to Train Your Dragon. How I don't know that is unbelievable, because I must have watched it dozens of times. It's my kid's favourite even now. So yeah, basically I'm seeing this as some sort of like, you know, power couple here. It's honestly an incredible reading. Yeah, you need to stop worrying and just drink it in, okay?